Alright y'all, what's going on, trainers? I'm back again with another video, back again with another video. So you see this gorgeous and handsome face? Might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So today's video, we got a huge event, a huge Halloween event that is actually upon us, and it starts this Thursday. I'm sure you already know about it. You know, I'm sure everybody tweeted it out, sent out messages, links, what have you. But difference is, I'm gonna give you my take on this event, give you my thoughts and ideas on this event, and yeah. So we're gonna get into this, but we're not gonna get into this video now. But we're gonna get into this video right now. Let's go. Alright trainers, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to save the best for last. Now, just want to let you all know that Niantic is in the works of a new portal system, basically called Wayfarer Review System. So that's what Niantic announces. So I know most of you already heard about this, but like I said, I'm just going to give you my take on it. It sounds pretty cool because now we'll be able to get new Pokéstops and new things like that. So let's jump into this and see what it has to offer. Stay tuned. Alright, so it says, trainers, brace yourself. Niantic has just announced Wayfarer, a new unified system for reviewing Pokemon Go Pokéstop nominations and Ingress portal candidates. Wayfarer will be rolling out to eligible Pokemon Go players before the new year. Stay tuned for updates. It's not yet clear what eligible means in the context of Pokemon Go, but we know that you are not able to use Wayfarer if you're banned in one or more of Niantic games. So, if you're a spoofer, you will not be able to use this software once it goes live. Now, Niantic Wayfarer is a system that allows both Pokemon Go and Ingress players to review players' submitted points of interest and decline their inclusion into Niantic's map data. These POIs are called Wayspots in Niantic's Wayfarer lingo. Niantic has shared the following about Wayfarer. Now, before we get into that, I just want to let you guys know also, like I said, if you're currently spoofing or have previously been spoofing, you cannot use this. So, yeah, you guys know if you're spoofers or not. I mean, hey, I used to be a spoofer. I mean, it's no big deal, you know. As long as we can still catch these Pokemon, shiny Pokemon, and everything like that, like that's just my biggest thing. Now, let's get into the next part of this video. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go through this paragraph, and then after that we're gonna play the video to see just what Wayfarer is really all about deeply. So it says Wayfarer has its origins in Operation Portal Recon, not Total Recon, Portal Recon, which was originally built to enable Ingress agents to nominate and review portals and enrich their gameplay experiences. Now, with Niantic Wayfarer, eligible players will be able to review nominations of local points of interest. Now, museums, art installations, historical markers, etc. So they can be added to Niantic products such as portals, Pokestops, and gyms. Now, we value your perspective in helping us make our game experiences more meaningful. You can see Wayfarer in action here. So guys, stay tuned for that.
Hey there! Welcome to Niantic Wayfarer. As a Niantic Wayfinder, you'll not only be nominating new Niantic Wayspots, but also reviewing the nominations of others. Your efforts will directly impact what makes it onto the map. Let's walk you through Niantic Wayfarer and the basics of reviewing nominations. The best Wayspots highlight the positive and unique qualities of a place or community. This could be anything from an important historical site to an iconic art installation in your town. The goal is to inspire others to discover new places and things that they might not otherwise. While the world is filled with interesting places, it's imperative that Wayspots can be safely accessed by anyone. This means no Wayspots that are on private property, dangerous to get to, or are on the grounds of primary or secondary schools. And because since we want these way spots to last as long as possible, we want to avoid anything that's seasonal or non-permanent. We also want to make sure that they are unique, so people can actually, well, find them. So this street lamp, for example, will not be a very good way spot. Now that you know what we're looking for, time to start reviewing. The first thing we ask is for you to rate the nomination's overall quality. We go on a scale from 1 to 5 stars, with 1 star being, oh goodness, absolutely not, why would you show me this? To 5 stars being, why isn't this approved already? Next, we'll ask you to rate the suggested title and description. Is the spelling right? Is the description accurate? Then we'll ask you to look over any supporting information that's been submitted about the nomination. Then we'll ask you to check for duplicates. Here we'll show you existing way spots in the area to make sure the nomination doesn't already exist. Now, for historical or cultural significance. Does this nomination hold a special place in this neighborhood's heart? Or is it just a trash can? Next, we'll ask you to rate how visually unique the nomination is. Does it stand out? How easily will players be able to recognize the nomination? Then we'll ask you about the nomination's safety. Players should be able to easily and safely access the nomination, and should be able to do so without entering on a private property, including crossing over lawns or driveways. Now, location accuracy. Here you'll find a map and a pin of what was submitted. If Street View is available, we'll provide that as well. Feel free to use other sources to determine the accuracy of the submitted location. 5 stars means the nomination is on or within a few feet of the pin on the map. A rating of 3 stars means the pin is on the map, but not near the actual location of the nomination. And a 1-star rating means you cannot find the nomination on the map at all. You'll also be able to suggest a new location by dragging the pin to a more accurate location. Lastly, we'll ask you what category the nomination falls into, and if you have any additional comments. Hit submit, and it's on to the next one. Learn more at wayfarer.nianticlabs.com.
Alright trainers, now it's on to part 2 of this video, which is the Pokemon Go Halloween event that everyone around the world, no matter where you're from, was waiting for. So guys, let's jump into this now. Okay, so it says, and before I continue, like I said in the intro, I know you guys already know what's going on, but like I said, I'm gonna give you my take on it. So, with that being said, let's jump into this. So it says, prepare for a ghastly good time during Pokemon Go Halloween 2019. Now, one of my takes on this video is there's 2 events that are the best, bar none, in Pokemon Go. Now, I don't know if you agree with me. I feel like you should, but my thoughts, before I even begin, is this Halloween event, any Halloween event, even the very first Halloween event, just the Halloween event in total, and then the second event is Go Fest. There's no other event that I believe that can actually top these 2 events. So, with that being said, let's jump into this. So it says here, trainers, October is here, which means it's almost time to make things a bit spookier. Now this year, you're all in for a spine-jingly good treat. Also, don't forget that, speaking of events, I don't know if y'all go to Six Flags. I'm not sponsoring anything. I just want to throw this out there to you guys. That Fright Fest is also out there too. So if you're trying to play Pokemon Go, this is the perfect time to actually pull that off. You know what I mean? So anyway, just want to throw that out to you guys. Anyhow, starting October 17th, which is in just 3 days. 3 days, I'm off the rest of that week, which I posted it. And yeah, so I'm down to raid. And speaking of raid, we're going to get into that in a moment, because the raids are going to be really spooky. So now, with that being said, like I said, the event starts October 17th at 1 p.m., which is actually 4 o'clock for us in the Americas. Now, the features are as follows. Alright, rescue more shadow Pokemon from Team Go Rocket. It says, be ready to rescue the following Pokemon from Team Go Rocket grunts at Pokestops near you. So, now we're getting Shadow Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, which is the evolution set, obviously, Electabuzz, Magmar, Shadow Lapras. I mean, who doesn't love Lapras? But now we're getting the Shadow form as well. That's cool. Mareep, Seedot, Nuzleaf, Sableye, Trapinch, Cacnea, Shuppet, and Duskull. Now, I'm going to give you my take on that. Not only is all that cool, but I just think that Niantic should make, like everybody's already talking about, shiny shadow Pokemon. And on top of that, I believe that Team Go Rockets should actually release shiny Pokemon to us also. Not shiny shadows, but just shiny in particular. So as you beat a Team Go Rocket grunt, and you know how they release a Pokemon because they don't want it anymore, it should turn out to be like a regular shiny Pokemon. That will be cool also, but in due time. So that's what probably Niantic is going to do. If not, that's what they should do. So we're going to get into the rest of this. So thrilling threads in the Style Shop. We're going to talk about the Style Shop. Now it says play Dreadful dress up with new avatar items, including a Zubat bag, a Pikachu onesie, a Cubone cap, a Litwick cap, and a Mimikyu bag. Now, I've been noticing Niantic has been releasing a lot of Mimikyu items, such as the Mimikyu hat, and now they're releasing the Mimikyu bag, which I'm starting to believe that Niantic is actually going to release the Gen 7 Pokemon Mimikyu at some point, kind of like they did with Meltan. Meltan is a Gen 8 Pokemon, and I mean, we only on Gen 5 right now, so you never know what Niantic. I mean, they can do whatever they want, such as this event, which is, it's great. Like, it's off the charts. So, anyway, it says, a spooky, shiny Pokemon makes its debut. If you're lucky, you might encounter Shiny Yanmask. Shiny Yanmask. Now, I already knew that they were going to release Yanmask. I didn't know that they was going to release the shiny version, although I did hear some talk about it. But I also knew they were going to release, not shiny Litwick, but just the regular, normal Litwick. Because Niantic actually mentioned something like, they sent out a tweet. They sent out a tweet, and I'm going to actually post that on the screen also, because that was the tweet right there. So yeah, so let's jump into the rest of this. Alright, so it says from Thursday, October 17th, like I said, which is in 3 days, if you're in the Americas. I don't know where you are around the world, but if you're not in the Americas, then that means it starts at a different time. So just, check the your dates and times when it starts for you. Yeah, so with that being said, here in the Americas and Greenland, October 17th, 1 p.m. PDT, and all the way to Friday, November 1st, which is 2 weeks, at 1 p.m. So basically, it features, it says, don't be scared. Don't be scared. Most ghost and dark type Pokemon will be appearing in the wilds and eggs and in raids. Ghastly, Murkrow, and more will be appearing. And that's cool because guess what? Those two ghost and dark type Pokemon are actually already shiny. So if you don't have your shiny Ghastly or your shiny Murkrow, which I don't have my shiny Ghastly, but I do have a shiny Honchkrow now, but obviously I have to get the Murkrow first. But you can actually hopefully be able to click more, and you have 2 weeks to do so. So since we have 2 weeks, I said you get out there and start racking up. Just hope it doesn't have any rain or anything, because I mean you can still collect, Pokemon while you're inside your house. And I know there's gonna be some spoofers out there, so don't let the weather get you down. So with that being said, because you're supposed to play the game the way you're supposed to be played, you know what I'm saying? Play it the way you want to play it. Let me just say that. Anyway, like I said, I'm looking for that shiny Ghastly. I still need shiny Ghastly. I never traded anybody for a shiny Ghastly because I just want to be able to collect one on my, on my own, because I like that blue, smoky aura around its body. So I'm just waiting for that. Now, with that being said, making its Halloween debut is Yamask, the Spirit Pokemon. Now, speaking of Spirit, it would have been dope if Niantic had released Shiny Spiritomb, because everybody on social media and Twitter was also talking about what if they released Shiny Spiritomb. That would have been dope too, but they're probably saving that for next year's Christmas, because we're not in next year's Christmas, because that don't make any sense. Next year's Halloween, let me say that. You never know, they might release it, but then they said more. They never exactly specified what Dark and Ghost types that they're actually releasing. They only mentioned a handful or two at the moment of me reading this, but you never know. But we'll just have to sit back and relax and just wait and see what else that's in store while this event is taking place for these 2 weeks. So, yeah. So basically it says Pokemon wearing creepy cute Halloween costumes arrive in raids and in the wild. Some Pokemon have donned costumes to celebrate Halloween this year. Now, speaking of donning costumes, it's really cool that Niantic is branching out with other Pokemon wearing costumes instead of just Pikachu with a hat. You know what I mean? Like, that was the start of things. And then it changed into Flower Crown Eevees, Flower Crown Pikachus. You know, it was cool. Now they're branching out with Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle wearing costumes. I think that's cool. And Pikachu is not even donning a hat in this event, like last year's Witch's hat or whatever it was. This year he's donning a Mimikyu costume, and I think that's really, really cool. So, I mean, it is what it is. Now, with that being said, yeah, so it says, look forward to Bulbasaur wearing Shedinja costumes, Charmander wearing Cubone costumes, and Squirtle wearing Yamask costumes in the raids. Now, in the wild, be on the lookout for Pikachu wearing Mimikyu costumes. That's why I say it's just so cool, because it's something new. It's not just Pikachu, it's a lot more Pokemon. Just like they adding Shadow Pokemon instead of just bringing out Shinies. Like, they bring out the big guns now. And see, it keeps Pokemon Go interesting. Like, they're bringing everything from the games. From Pokemon XD for Nintendo 64, they bring all the shadows and, you know, instead of just the shinies. Like, it's cool. Now they need to add the shiny shadows like everybody's talking about. But without further ado, we're going to jump into the rest of this. So it says, if you're lucky, you might even encounter these alarmingly adorable Pokemon as shiny Pokemon. So yes, because somebody mentioned, well, was talking on Facebook or something like that. They was mentioning, can we get these Pokemon shiny in their costumes? And the answer is yes, because it's just right there. I just mentioned it. It's right there. So, anyway, with that being said, the Pitch Black Pokemon makes its ominous debut in Pokemon Go. Wait for it. It is Darkrai. Darkrai is finally here. People have been trying to guess if Darkrai was ever gonna come. It was gonna come at some point, but they just didn't know when. Some people saying it only makes sense for it to come during the Halloween event, and it's finally here. Darkrai. So make sure you get out there, and like I was saying in the beginning of the video, you know, just it's gonna be spooky raids. And I was referring to Darkrai. So now that Darkrai is here, make sure you go out there and get your Darkrai's. It'll be cool if Darkrai can also be shiny, but like I said, in due time. So, now with that being said, yeah, so Darkrai will be appearing in 5-star raids. Frightful and fun-filled research tasks will be available for a limited time during this event. So now we got brand new spooky tasks. So that's dope. You've received a spooky message. Check out your special research when the Halloween event begins. Trainer, and you might face a forbidden Pokemon. A forbidden Pokemon. Who can that be? Might it be Darkrai's not just being in raids? Can it be Spiritomb? Shiny Spiritomb? It could be anything. So, you might want to go ahead and take care of your researches and see what this event has in store for us, because this is actually pretty cool. Now, some people was mentioning online, on social media, that Niantic didn't mention anything about Buddy Candy. But I mean, it is what it is. This is still a spectacular event, and sometimes you just can't get everything. Sometimes Niantic want to shake things up, do a little, you know, do certain things that's a little bit different in each Halloween event. Instead of making it dull, making it making things the same way, they want to make it a little bit different. So it's pretty cool. Now, the bonuses. It's 2 times Catch Candy, 2 times Hatch Candy, and 2 times Transfer Candy. Now it says, have fun, stay safe, and have a spooky good time, trainers. Let's go. So what that means is we'll be getting Litwick, Ghastly, Shiny Ghastly, because Shiny Ghastly is already out there, and yeah, and more. And you might even run into more Houndour, which Houndour can actually be shiny. Poochyena is also a dark type, which can also be shiny. So it's a bunch of shiny Pokemon that you can actually take advantage of at this time. So with that being said, yeah, the Pokemon Go team. Just want to thank you guys. Thank you all at Niantic for this wonderful event. Guys, got there because we have 2 weeks. And with that being said, without further ado, I'm going to end this video. So if you like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, sub, Share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below. Smack a like on this video. Turn post notifications on so you can stay updated on my latest videos. Crush the notification bell so you be the first to get my videos when I upload. And as always, guys, peace and love. Stay blessed. Stay humble. Keep your head up. And remember to always, always stay blessed. And I'm out. Peace.